What's going on, y'all? This is Eli from Men Behind the Curtain, the podcast about everything and nothing all at once. As I mentioned, we were not going to be able to do another episode, so I decided to visit another old movie. And this is actually one that I had not seen before, so I decided to check out Collateral. I'm going to be honest, even back then when it came out, Jamie Foxx was the main reason that I was interested in this movie. Tom Cruise, I've kind of been over Tom Cruise for a very long time. I did not know some of the other people that were in this, like, Jada Pinkett, Jason Statham had a walk-on cameo before anybody really knew who he was. I'm not really sure who felt like this was a good look for Mark Ruffalo, because it wasn't. If you've never watched this movie, or if you're unfamiliar with it, basically Tom Cruise is a hitman and Jamie Foxx plays a cabbie, and Jamie Foxx unknowingly is taking him from target to target, and he finds out because the first target went out the window and landed on his cab. What I will say about this, I mentioned earlier that I've been checked out. I've been over Tom Cruise for a long time now, and a lot of it has to do with the fact that he is the same guy in almost everything. This was also the same guy, but evil, or sociopathic. So that was a little bit different. Now, this scene right here was weird because what the hell are... Those are the weirdest strikes I have ever seen. One thing that didn't make any sense is when he insists that Jamie Foxx go to the hospital. I understand that he wanted to keep the pattern so that nobody would raise an eyebrow, but then he goes in, and then, like, the next scene, he talks about how much he is protecting his anonymity. Then why the fuck did you go into the hospital? When Jada Pinkett's character ended up being on his list, I honestly should have seen that coming. I don't know why I was surprised at that. I also took a little bit of issue with the way that this movie ended because, first of all, it's a little weird that they just kind of have a random shootout in the train, and Jamie Foxx is just lucky as shit to hit him and not get hit. And then they just left him on the train, and, like, did the writers forget that the cops think Jamie Foxx is the guy they're looking for? Because at this point in the story, Mark Ruffalo is the only one who believed in his innocence, and Mark Ruffalo is no longer among them. Also, there was a little bit of dialogue earlier on in the movie where they hint that this might not be the first time that Tom Cruise has ever done this, and that in the last instance, that cabbie was framed to make it look like it was him, ultimately. And then at the end of the movie, it feels like they just forgot about that thread. Now, I understand that the way they left him on the train was a callback to Tom Cruise's earlier dialogue in the movie, but it just logically falls apart for me because, like, Jamie Foxx is still their number one suspect at this point, and they just fuck it. So it's an enjoyable movie, but it fell apart logically.